Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome to Don Williams Tarot. This message is for sun, moon, or rising signs. No, wait, sun, moon, or rising placements in the sign of Capricorn. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. However, keep in mind this is a general message and not all messages will resonate. I would absolutely love it if you would just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as I don't want there to be any misunderstandings in your reading. And additionally, if you are interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you in whatever area of your life that you would like communication on, I do provide private readings. My details are below in the box below in the description, or you can go to donwilliamstarot.com and that will have my pricing information as well as my availability for a upcoming reading. Okay. If you're new to my channel, I absolutely would love it if you would like and subscribe. We are trying to grow. I just hit 700 subscribers, which is very exciting. And I am continually trying to keep growing, right? So anything that you can do to help would be awesome. The other benefit of subscribing is it doesn't cost you any money. Just a click of a button. It just notifies you when I released new information out to the community. But at the same time, I also sit down and do meditations before each reading. I bring in my subscribers. So if I'm going to do a reading for Capricorn, I will pull in all of my Capricorn subscribers. And I have this thing where I do this kind of a meditation that I do, as well as I'm a Reiki master. So I do send out Reiki healing to each and every one of you as I do this work, pulling you all in, talking to your higher selves so that I can have the clearest guidance and messages for you for each reading. Okay, so today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a money and career reading. Some signs that I have done are just dynamic, a lot of things happening, and some others are just kind of plodding along, meaning that there's nothing really bad coming in for them to worry about. They're just kind of like holding their space, right? We do live in very precarious times. There's a lot of things happening on the planet. This was the guidance that I was given from my higher self in meditation earlier this week. Well, this is Saturday, so early this past week, to do these types of readings to kind of help people along, especially those people who may be struggling financially. Excuse me. So I've already shuffled the cards. I'm trying to save time because I'm noticing that my videos, people are dropping off my videos. So I'm trying to keep them down to under 15 minutes if I can do that. So I'm just going to lay out your cards. At the end, I'm going to pull you 3 cards from the Indigo Goddess Midnight Oracle deck. This deck is specifically on career and money, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to use it. And these are just my normal tarot cards. So this is what's coming towards you, Capricorn. So we start off with the Page of Swords. Then we have the 7 of Swords, Queen of Swords, a lot of mental energy. Oh, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's a good card. And then you have the Strength card. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm just going to share, which I share pretty much in all my videos. Whenever you see any cards that have this gold or yellow backing on the cards, those are typically very positive cards, okay? We do have these 2 major arcanas. And both of these are beautiful cards, and I'll get to that in just a second. But we start off with the Page of Swords. Now, pages are typically about taking a new direction, looking at things in a new way, specifically because the sword is how we express with our mind. This is our words and the way that we talk, right? These are our words and our actions and the way we communicate, the way that we think, the way that we express, how we make decisions, those types of things. And if you look at this guy, he is typically my guy who is really on fire about knowledge. He wants to learn as much as he can. This is typically a younger individual. So this could be anybody that you know, it could be your own children, somebody that's younger. But at the same time, this is also a message coming in for you. So it could be that some of you are looking at a new role, looking at a new job, or looking at expanding your own education, because this card is a card of education as well. Looking at things that you can do to expand your role within your current job or in your current offerings to an employer. So these would be things that would, maybe some of you are going to go to school, maybe some of you are trying to get your degrees, maybe you're getting your bachelor's degree or your master's degree or your, PhD, whatever it may be. But this is kind of what this energy is about. In order for you to be able to move up, some of you are feeling as though you need to do additional education. And that's kind of what this card is representing for some of you, okay? And then we have this Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords energy is a card of lying, cheating, stealing. It doesn't always just mean that energy, but this could represent that there are people around you in your current role that may not have your best interest at heart, that may be trying to do things behind your back. So gossip, talk about you, kind of just throwing negativity, right? And again, it's just thoughts. So if you are the type of individual that those things don't bother you, then you're going to be fine. But at the same time, this is also a strategic card as well. So some of you may be thinking strategically, what is it that I need to do in order for me to be promoted? What steps do I need to take, right? And some of you may be talking to mentors within your organization as to what direction do you think I should, take? Where do you feel that my strengths are? Have those conversations so that you can figure out how you can move up within your current organization. This is a very positive card. It is a gold card, but do be aware that there are people within your workplace that may be not as happy for you to get promoted as you would like for them to. You think that they've got your back, but sometimes it's really amazing how the people that you work with, your coworkers, would just as soon stab you in the back then lend you a hand to help bring you up with them, right? So it all just depends on your organization and the people around you. But if you do have any ideas, Spirit is just dropping this message into my head. If you have ideas to improve your existing procedures or protocols or SOPs or any of those things within your company, I would keep those to yourself until you can flesh it out in terms of being able to describe it and being able to promote your ideas to those that would implement them until you have all your details done, right? You don't want to sell yourself short, and you don't want them to take your ideas and get the credit for them, okay? So that's another area where this card could come into play for some of you. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Now, typically the Queen of Swords is my queen of truth and integrity. She doesn't mince her words. She is a very good communicator. However, as this is in your obstacles position, this could represent your supervisor. This could represent somebody that you work with. And because it's in the obstacles position, I would say that at times this person can be very cold. They're very analytical, and you don't always get that warm and fuzzy feeling from them. For one thing, they don't come from their heart. They usually come from their mental attitude, right? The way that they think and express, because this is swords energy. They're very good communicators, but a lot of times you don't know what they're thinking, or without you having to try to engage them in conversation and ask direct questions. So if that's an uncomfortable position for you, Capricorn, which for most of us earth signs it is, I would say that you want to just be very careful and be aware of this person. I feel as though that energy is going to turn around because your next card is this Wheel of Fortune for you. But right now, it feels as though this person may have a lot on their plate. They might have a lot of information of things that are going on within your organization that they can't share with you because maybe there's a lot of shakeup going on. Maybe they're going to go through a layoff process. Maybe they're going to go through a huge hiring process. It could be any number of things, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing, but this person is really just digging into their job and looking at everything from an analytical point of view. So just be aware of that, okay? But for those of you who are looking for a step up, looking for a change, looking for a new direction for you to go, it feels as though that is going to come in for you. This is a very karmic card. This is just saying that this Wheel of Fortune constantly is moving. And so this is also an ending card. So whatever this strategic stuff is, and whatever is going on with your very emotionally unavailable queen here, I feel as though things are going to turn out for you okay. That this Wheel of Fortune is just going to bless you, that there's going to be abundance coming in for you from somewhere. It may be a windfall of some kind. Money comes out of the blue. Maybe you get a really nice tax return. Something along those lines that are going to help build up your physical security on some level, okay? And then your last card in this reading is the Strength card. And look at that beautiful gold energy. So basically what this is saying is that you have very deep strength within you, inner willpower. This is talking about your ability to be able to withstand some of the ups and downs that happen within a company, right? And that you are a strength and a pillar to others. So it feels as though when things get tough, people will come to you, that you are a confidant for others, which makes very much sense to me because you are an earth sign. And we all make our earth signs are very much down to earth. We're very good grounders. We do help people when we can. We love to lend a helping hand. Where we fall short sometimes, though, is we don't always ask for help when we need the help, right? But this is saying that you're in a very strong position within your role, within your current company. And even it feels as though whatever is going to happen, you're going to weather the storm, whatever it may be, whatever those changes may be that are coming in for you. I think that you're going to be perfectly fine. And that's about that. So now let's pull the rest of your cards to see what is else that Spirit wants to share with you. Connected, high vibe tribe. I use that verbiage a lot in my readings because I feel like that's what you all are, is my high vibe tribe. Okay, so let's see. Let me get my glasses on so I can read the fine print. Okay, so your first card is connected, high vibe tribe. Oh, networking. So it's really important that you network. Network within your own organization. You want to make sure that people know who you are, right? Especially if you work for a large company. A lot of times you'll go into these meetings, right? And you sit in there and networking is just important, especially if it is a thing where you are contemplating or considering moving from that company. You want to make sure that you have people that will back you so that if you decide that you are going to transition to a new company, that you can utilize them as a reference, right? The other thing in this card is about rising up. You're getting ahead, co-op, collaboration, and a win-win. So overall, this is a beautiful card for you, Capricorn. I feel as though this is really saying that you are going to get ahead. It is talking about your inner strength, about the changes coming in for you. And this is a great card. I love it. Okay, your next card is about rituals, bringing in prosperity. So there's some movement happening. Objects of power, affirmations. Affirmations are really good. I use affirmations every day. So if it's a thing where you're looking for a new job, you could say something to the effect of, I am so happy and grateful. I always start off with, I am so happy and grateful. I am so happy and grateful that I have the perfect job. I am so happy and grateful that I work for a boss who appreciates me, appreciates my efforts, and um, who I have a very close professional relationship with. Like, just use whatever you want in your affirmation space. And it really does make a difference, especially if you are consistent with using your affirmation. Okay, and then your last card here is resolve. Now, I love this card because I love the dog. If you think about a dog is very loyal. And back in the day when I was growing up, way, way, way back in the day, back in the day, your employer really had an appreciation for you and your efforts, right? So there was a lot of loyalty both ways, meaning you were really loyal to your employer, and your employer was loyal to you. It's like once they had you trained and once they had you, doing all of the things that they needed and wanted you to be trained in so that you could do an excellent job, they wanted to keep you, right? So they would do things to help bolster your desire to want to stay with them. However, as times have progressed, I feel as though more and more people they bounce from job to job to job to job. I think part of it is they get bored and they think that, they want to be able to move up. So they apply for these jobs that are above their pay range or above their skill set or whatever it may be. But at the same time, sometimes they pull it off, right? So you probably have seen some of these people within your own organization. But what this is talking about is dedicated to achievement. Now, again, this is talking again about this potential of you going back to school or taking classes or doing coursework or going through something that's going to allow you to escalate in your current role. Bring more value to your organization. And I feel like that's what this is talking about. This is talking about steady gains. This is the long game, meaning you're in it for the win, right? And you're putting in your effort because that's here loyalty, effort, and being the top dog. Being the top dog is just being recognized for being someone who really goes above and beyond, right, in their job, which most of us do, right? Most of us do. But there are some that don't. No, I agree. Okay. Okay, so that about wraps up your reading for the month of March for money and career. It looks really good. You're tapping into your inner strength. I feel as though many of you are going to be just fine this month. There are some of you that are actually going to be having some movement because you're having changes, right? You've got this change coming in. For some of you that may be changing roles, you could be getting into promotions, that type of a thing. So I hope this helped you. If you made it this far, please click like and please click subscribe. And until next time, enjoy your month of March. Cheers.